Sous vide vegetables are a thing, and they are so delicious. I'm going to show you today on sipbitego how to make delicious sous vide beets. Then you could make your own sous vide beet salads, and there's so many easy sous vide meal prep things that you can do with beets. I love having these in my fridge, and I make them in a big batch. Let me take you into the kitchen and show you how to make some sous vide beets today. Start by preheating your sous vide machine to 185 degrees Fahrenheit and then vacuum seal beets with salt and butter in a flat layer. You could, of course, just throw them in a Ziploc bag, but I do love getting a nice flat layer. And as you can see, I cut up the beets a little bit so they cook evenly because, they come in so many different sizes. Sous vide beets cook for 3 hours and 15 minutes in my recipe at sipbitego.com, and when they're done, you just remove the beets from the water and you cut open the bag and transfer the sous vide cooked beets to a cutting board. Now, the nice thing is you don't have to do any finishing steps for sous vide beets like you do sous vide steak or sous vide pork or sous vide chicken. You literally just take them out of the bag and they're ready to enjoy. Now, one thing to note here is that I did not peel the beets before cooking beets sous vide style. That's because the skin comes up so much easier after the sous vide cooking process. So in this sous vide recipe, I really don't do much before they go into the bag. And then when they come out, they've been cooking in all of those delicious, buttery, salty juices, and they're ready to dice up for a salad. I just want to leave you with some quick dressing tips. Sometimes I'll go ahead and just make a quick dressing with a tablespoon orange juice and equal parts olive oil and champagne vinegar, maybe about a tablespoon each. And then I'll add a little salt and pepper to taste. It's really a simple way to do it. I love using fresh mandarin oranges or regular oranges for this. And you can add a little honey if you like sweet dressings instead. So then you can toss the beets in the dressing and enjoy. And beets stay for a couple of days in this dressing in the fridge, so it's really good to have on hand. And I'll usually keep a little bit of mixed greens or arugula in the fridge, maybe some feta cheese or goat cheese to add on to make a delicious beet salad as well. And here you see just one of many delicious beet salads with goat cheese and arugula and a little fresh cracked pepper and that delicious orange vinaigrette I chatted about for the sous vide beet dressing as well. It all goes together so good, and this is a really easy appetizer that I'd love to get out at a restaurant, but I'm so impressed that it can be made at home using this sous vide machine. Like I mentioned, I really like to make these beets maybe once a week, every couple of weeks. I love to get beets in my produce delivery, and just having them on hand is a really delicious, easy snack for a work-from-home lunch. We also use them on the sides of dinner when we have no other sides planned for that night. So if you're looking for a delicious sous vide side dish, or you want to get more into sous vide vegetables and sous vide vegetarian dishes, sous vide beets are definitely one of my favorite things to recommend. I also have some good videos on things like sous vide asparagus and sous vide little potatoes that you should check out from the sipbitego channel on YouTube and at sipbitego.com as well. If you haven't tried sous vide fingerling potatoes, what are you waiting for? They're one of my favorite sous vide side dishes, and they're really easy if you are into sous vide meal prep. You can make them in advance of your meal and just finish them in the oven when it's time to serve them. They only take an hour and a half to make and then the broiling time, so I highly recommend you check out this recipe. It's available at sipbitego.com and on the sipbitego YouTube channel. For more delicious sous vide recipes and other easy family recipes that you can make time and time again, make sure to subscribe to the sipbitego channel on YouTube so you get all my delicious recipe ideas. Hey home chefs, don't forget to grab a copy of my free sous vide beginner's recipe ebook. If you think sous vide steak is delicious, wait till you try sous vide lobster, wings, corn, and more. It's like a mini preview of my popular print book, The Home Chef Sous Vide Cookbook, which is available on Amazon and has over 100 sous vide cooking recipes. I can't wait for you to check out some of my favorite dishes in this book. To get your free copy, go to freesousvidebook.com. Again, that's freesousvidebook.com. Well, I hope I'm leaving you super impressed and super super enthused to try these sous vide beets at home. You can make them with sous vide red beets or sous vide orange beets or whatever you have on hand. Well, until next time, check out another one of my Sip, Bite, Go recipe videos, and I hope you have a wonderful and delicious day. Cheers!